In the hushed whispers of the night, where shadows dance and the air is thick with the unsaid, there lies a tale so chilling it curdles the blood of those who dare to utter its name. This is the story of Jeff, once a boy like any other, whose descent into madness birthed a creature of the night known only as Jeff the Killer. It began in a town swallowed by fog, where the sun seemed to hesitate before rising each day. Jeff was new to the neighborhood, his family having moved to escape the relentless pace of the city. They sought peace, but what they found was a darkness that lurked in the corners of their new beginning. Jeff was an average boy, with a mop of unruly hair and a smile that never quite reached his eyes. School was a battleground, and he was the unwilling soldier. Each day brought its own trials, but none so severe as the day he met them, the trio of terror that would change his life forever. It was a day painted in the ordinary, with skies a dull gray and the wind whispering secrets to those who would listen. Jeff walked home, his backpack a leaden weight on his shoulders. That's when they appeared, as if conjured by the gloom itself, three figures shrouded in malice. The encounter was brief but brutal. Words were weapons, and fists flew like hammers. Jeff fought with a desperation he didn't know he possessed, but it was not enough. They left him there, broken and bleeding, a shattered reflection of the boy he once was. Days turned to weeks, and Jeff's wounds healed, but something within him had been irrevocably cracked. He spent hours staring at his reflection, tracing the lines of his scars, the map of his pain. His parents whispered behind closed doors, their words heavy with worry. Then came the night when Jeff looked into the mirror and didn't recognize the face staring back. It was a face twisted by shadows, by the flickering light of insanity that now danced in his eyes. With a smile that was a gash of terror, he whispered to his reflection, "Go to sleep." The transformation was complete. Jeff the Killer was born from the ashes of the boy he once was. His laughter was a symphony of nightmares, his presence the promise of an end. And this, dear reader, is where our story begins. As the moon hung low in the sky, a pale witness to the night's unfolding dread, Jeff found himself wandering the streets, his footsteps silent as a ghost's. The transformation had not only altered his appearance, but had awakened a hunger within him, a craving for chaos that could not be sated. The town, once a haven of tranquility, became his playground. Night after night, he would visit a house, leaving behind only the echo of his haunting phrase, "Go to sleep." With each visitation, the legend of Jeff the Killer grew, a specter that haunted the dreams of the innocent. But there was one who sought to understand the madness that drove Jeff, a young girl named Sarah. She was a bright flame in the darkness, her curiosity a beacon that drew her to the heart of the mystery. Sarah began to piece together Jeff's story, tracing the path of his descent with a mix of fear and fascination. Her investigation led her to the very spot where Jeff had been broken, the alleyway where his sanity had shattered. There, amidst the detritus of forgotten conflicts, she found something unexpected, a diary. It was Jeff's, a chronicle of his thoughts before the darkness had fully taken hold. The diary spoke of pain, of anger, and of a deep-seated sense of injustice. But it also spoke of love, of a time when Jeff had known kindness and laughter. Sarah clung to this discovery, a thread of hope in the tapestry of terror that Jeff had woven. Determined to reach the boy who once was, Sarah sought Jeff out. Their encounter was inevitable, two souls drawn together by the gravity of their shared tragedy. When they finally met, it was under the gaze of the stars, in a clearing that felt like the world's last breath of calm. "Jeff," Sarah began, her voice a tremor of courage, "I know you're still in there. I've read your words, felt your pain. You don't have to be this monster." Jeff's response was a snarl, a sound torn from the depths of his torment. "Monster? This is who I am now. There's no going back." But Sarah saw the conflict in his eyes, the flicker of the boy who had loved and lost. "It's never too late to change, Jeff. Let me help you find peace." Their conversation was a dance of despair and hope, each word a step towards redemption or ruin. As dawn approached, a decision lay in the balance. Would Jeff succumb to the darkness, or would he grasp the hand that Sarah extended? The story of Jeff the Killer is not one of simple horror, but of complexity and the human condition. It is a tale that continues to unfold, each chapter written in the shadows of choices yet to be made.